Hello, fine scouts and intrepid internet travelers. Welcome to my channel. I am Josh, your Binge Buffoon, if you will have me. Today, I'm going to be starting the third season of The Wire. And we're really high energy about it because that's how we get when we watch really dense, culturally significant TV shows. That's right. Intrepid and very patient travelers. We're watching more of The Wire. That's my TV. My hand is signaling towards. The Wire, the show that's all about self-improvement, picking yourself up by your bootstraps, personal, nay, professional accountability, and loving your fellow man. It's about community. Very optimistic, positive. I mentioned at the end of season 2 that I had concerns that the show's very nihilistic approach to storytelling might result in this formula I was starting to recognize where we're introduced to another group of people or person in Baltimore each season, and then we watch them more or less die, whether that be literally or figuratively. And I'm worried that that's what this show's going to be moving forward. Of course, that's reductive, and I'm being kind of a sourpuss about it. But I had to take a moment and step away from this show because I know that season 3, I think, is about schools, or it has something to do with schools. So right away, I imagine we're going to meet some kids who are going to be indoctrinated or seduced by the gang culture. And their venture into that life isn't going to end well. I'm sure we're going to see how this affects kids in schools. We're going to witness how completely and utterly, for lack of a better word, the education system is in Baltimore, the school system, how it's not funded properly, in addition to all of the plot lines and respective characters that we're already following. Like the detail going after probably Stringer and Prop Joe in the wake of everything that's going on with Stringer and Avon and the lack of fealty there. But people say season 3 is amazing. And yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready in this moment. I'm very excited. So let's just do it. Reaction channel. Let's ride the coattails of other people's arts.
Say, them towers be home to me. You gonna cry about a housing project now?
They just found a new friend that looks kind of like Wallace. Or has the same hairdo.
Y'all talking about stealing concrete, man. Oh, man, I'm talking about people, memories and shit. Look, they gonna tear this building down, they gonna build some new shit. But people, they don't give a fuck about people.
No.
Low and moderately priced houses built in their place.
Well, that doesn't sound bad. Housing's a problem.
First pussy up in there, the girl Shantae.
Shout out
They
Shantae.
will be tearing this tower down now. They gonna put a big ass sign in the front that says, "Here's where Malik Carr first got his dick."
Oh, that's his name?
Tourists be taking pictures and shit, souvenirs of your dick about this. He ain't funny, yo.
I mean, if that actually was a sign in Baltimore, I think people would like it.
Mentioning that bitch make my dick burn. Yo, ain't no bad pussy, fool. Yeah, that's what they.
That's not true. A boy would say that, for sure.
My man walking like this. Dick looking like a fried chicken wing.
Yeah, but a big smile on his face. You know, it's interesting. We ended season 2. Well, that was a big theme in season 2 about how they wanted to build condos in place of what people valued.
Are you ready for a new Baltimore?
Man, my whole life been around them towers, you know?
A new Baltimore. It's all about change, right? Everyone always preaches change. Is that what we really need? We hate change, but we also love to hear about it. Think of a better tomorrow.
Man, look, you live in the projects, you ain't shit, but you slaying product there? You got the game by the ass, man. Bitches done snatched up the best territory in the city from you. Crawl with some shit, crawl with that.
Yeah.
6, 5, 4.
Wow, this was a moment. Looks so fake, but yeah. She's happy. About time. Red light, stop. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's right. We get a new intro song, or cover. Intro cover. Opening credits cover. Very narrow track. It's exactly what Bodie was saying. There are a lot of places where there needs to be better, more affordable housing. That's a huge problem right now. Housing is so expensive. California, is off the top of my head, it's like they really need affordable housing. But instead of using taxpayer money to build affordable places to live, they just build up the rich areas so people can buy new mansions. The movie stars can buy new mansions. It's all about real estate, right? It's not profitable to build up the low income areas and make it affordable for people who live in the low income areas. So some people make the decision, well, let's make the best of this. Like they made the best of Franklin Terrace. It's a shitty building, but let's make the best of it. Let's make it our turf and make money off of it. Don't matter how many times you get burnt, you just keep doing the same thing. Bodhi. That's the definition of insanity, according to Albert Einstein. I paused. I wanted to finish this thought by saying that, actually, I don't even know where I was going with this. You guys can finish the thought in the comments. Fuck it. Sometimes I just try too hard. What's that saying? Make lemonade out of lemons. And if there's no lemons, leave. In the Club by 50 Cent is playing. Cheese.
It's cheese. Can you see it?
Wow. When this came out, Get Rich or Die Trying came out, that music video when he's on the treadmill, I still watch that sometimes at the gym.
Put another bat on this motherfucker. He didn't film anything. I'm gonna take it to someone who can handle him.
Saddle up and put another bat on the motherfucker.
Settle up and put another bat. But what was that last part?
Man said he need to deal with me today, or I'm gonna take it to someone who can handle it.
Who's this new chick? The woman with the people, wearing floral.
Call comes into Cheese's number 2. He whispers in the man's ear and off they go.
These guys come correct. As long as only go so far.
3 months. And we've yet to hear his voice.
Smart, his uncle taught him the way.
Now, the thing is, when we jump out on these little cocksuckers, there'll be a designated runner.
Who's gonna sky up just so we get to chase his ass?
But fuck him. We let him go and jack every other motherfucker who stays.
He's a complicated man. And the only one that understands him is his woman. Seek therapy.
So these guys are just doing what they were doing at the beginning of season 1 again. They like the action.
Ladies, son, step light.
Yo, is that the stash?
Fuck. Let's go. Cut him off on Stricker.
Damn. Oh, you know what? That's clever because the big bag wasn't the stash. It was the little whatever it grabbed. It was a misdirect. They're going to catch the kid and it's not going to be anything. Or it's just going to be the homework that he doesn't do. That's so smart if that's what's happening.
Roger that.
This is really drawn out too.
Who's the man that would risk his neck for his brother, man?
Is he talking about Shaft? Whoever sings that song.
I'm gonna tell you one thing and one thing only about the Western boys you are playing with. And we do not give up. Ever. Or if you make us come back out here tomorrow night, catch you on a corner, we will beat you longer and harder than you beat your own dick.
Well, he wanted attention. This is a very...
Because you do not get to win, shitbird. We do.
Yeah, I guess this... the way a life suits carve. That was like a speech. Like a rallying speech. Like they're about to go to war. But it wasn't. It was like some Gus Fring shit. Quit or die.
Nah, man, we done worrying about territory, man. What corner we got, what project. Game ain't about that no more. It's about product. And our profit went up like 8-9%. Yo, get it straight. Your territory ain't gonna mean shit if your product is weak. Go ahead and ask them motherfuckers trying to sell them Ford tempos when you got niggas riding around in Japanese and German cars in America all day. Territory ain't shit.
That was a good comparison.
How we gonna stand on some...
Come on, man.
How we gonna stand on some corner that's not ours?
Well, we got the best product, right?
It really is a class. I think I've said that before. He's teaching a class.
Slim Charles.
Standing up to speak.
Handle this shit like businessmen. Sell the shit, make the profit, and later for that gangster bullshit. Yeah.
Do the chair know we gonna look like some punk ass bitches out there?
Motherfucker, I will punk ass for saying some shit.
Frank.
What?
Poop did have the floor,
Shut the fuck up, man. Start thinking about this shit like some grown fucking men.
Yeah.
Adjourn your asses.
He's not adjourn your asses. He's not wrong. I mean, I agree with his entire approach to this right now. Strings. I actually want to go back and hear some of that again. I'm going to do that. I don't even care about editing right now. Maybe I'll just never edit it and upload this ever. It's not about you guys. I'm just watching the show.
So the chances are we gonna be able to bring in the competition by offering the re-up with us from our package.
Which is what Proposition Joe did to him.
Slim Charles.
But what if they don't cop out re-up, though?
Don't worry about that when it happens.
Y'all niggas need to start looking at the world in a new fucking light.
You know what's interesting to me is Bodie's buying into what String is talking about, and Poot is sort of Bodie in season 1 when Bodie wouldn't buy into what Wallace was trying to do. And Wallace was sort of promoting this way of doing business. He's like, there's got to be a way to do it where we're not just fighting all the time. It's not about the gangster shit. It's about getting the job done without dropping bodies. And now String's trying to do that, but it's coming from a different place. And Poot's not buying in.
I guarantee if we can push this thing a level or two above the street, we're going to start seeing Prop Joe himself. We start seeing Joe, we're going to see Stringer.
I can't ask for more time on a wire that's going nowhere. Either we figure a way to punch through the wall, or we let it go.
Huh.
Do you know where you are?
This guy, what's his name? Calvin?
Where are you?
The Western, Major.
Right this very goddamn second, you getting your hind parts kicked and you on the horn scream for help.
Sir, we're at 1034 North Mount, first floor rear.
Good. Now which way's north?
He knows where he is.
Point.
Up. Up!
Don't you think if you're in a foot pursuit, it might help you back up to know what direction you're running? Compasses. Until you learn that much, you carry one. Welcome to the Western.
I love this guy.
Scuff yourself up a little and learn the stare.
Look like you've been through it. And also, never forget where you are amidst the chaos. I like that lesson.
First floor of 1034 North Mount. My feet are facing west and my dick is pointing south-southwest.
Bonnie
Been
Colvin.
giving that speech as long as you guys been sucking air.
It's a great speech.
Corner and he grabbed this bag. We pursued and recovered the bag.
But no drugs.
Okay, I was right.
So what did we learn?
They beat up the kid. Come on.
You can't raise up and run from a drug corner in Sector 1 without my boot finding your ass.
Yeah, it's all about fear, isn't it? It's the fear to respect it thing, and so you got to incentivize people to not commit crimes. That's why it does work sometimes. The system, it just doesn't do that enough. Maybe I don't know. Oh, Bubs and Johnny, Jesus.
You think you fucked up now? What's up?
What the hell is this? He's clearly in charge. He's just a kid.
But I got some place to be. Thank you for your kindness. We're on our way to the metal man. We'll come back and pay for everything, I promise you.
Oh my God, he doesn't have pants on. Neither of them do. That's when you know you've made some bad decisions in life.
Being as those are the hours when we're seeing a spike in aggravated assaults.
Thank you, Deputy.
Oh fuck, it's Littlefinger. This dude's in everything. I forget his name. He's in Peaky Blinders too. He's in so many other things.
Can we get lunch?
Glad to, Mr. Chairman.
Chairman.
That's Drac.
Our last best hope.
Right.
Talking this motherfucker I ever heard on a wiretap.
It just abandons the code.
That's Prop Joe's nephew. On his mama's side.
20 and 2. Y'all know you ain't got pants.
Yeah. I wonder if they do. No, they do. They're not happy about it.
Hey, Mr. President, remember me? And Carter actually remembers. It's sure Dominic DePietro from Baltimore on the campaign trail. To losing to Reagan, Carter comes back here to speak at a Jefferson Jackson dinner or something, and Dominic is ushered up to him. Carter asks about his health, and Dominic says, "You son of a bitch, I'm still waiting on that money for my streets and alleys." He just called the President of the United States an SOB. He shrugs, he says, "Fuck him, I don't need him, he lost."
Yeah.
I don't want to be just another Muldoon like Dominic DePietro, warming the backbench. Not with the way things are right now in the city. We're losing 10, 12,000 residents a year. And when you ask them why they're moving to the county, you know what they say?
Schools.
Schools.
And crime.
Yeah.
And there goes our tax base right across the line. And
Right. It's all about the bottom line, right? They want to make things better, but only because they want to keep people. They want to keep taxpayers in the city.
I know you can't cross the mayor publicly, but backdoor, you come to me and I can use that subcommittee to give you what you need.
I had the good fortune to be taught a little something about chain of command.
Oh wow, that's coming back around.
I report to Mayor Royce. I got your call.
I respect that. I get that it's more about him just maintaining his status quo, but I respect that.
So what do you need to see me for? Getting out tomorrow, right? Yeah.
It's loyalty.
Probably trying to reach out. Tomorrow, what you gonna do?
Oh, I love this guy. The Expanse, The Walking Dead. I remember him from the top of my head. I like Avon now. I don't know if I said that, but he grew on me a lot. I liked him more in season 2. Because he became more of an underdog. It doesn't even matter who they used to be. You like when people are fighting back to get where they were. Or maybe to get somewhere better. We just like people picking themselves up by their bootstraps. He's sort of the American dream in a way, Avon.
Since the towers is gone, I'm gonna need to take my thing to some new places. You feel me? You know I'm gonna be home soon enough, right?
Real quick, I was being facetious. This isn't the American dream. I think my tone was weird in that moment and probably didn't convey that.
A good soldier ain't gonna lack for work. Take that number, man.
I'm gonna pause it quick. I do think the American dream exists, though. Don't get me wrong. Call me naive, call me ignorant. It is what it is. People hate free market capitalism and the society we live in because it is this machine and engine for human suffering. But that machine still results in things like this. People get fucked over, I get it. I think the one thing we can all agree on, and this show depicts very well. Sorry, I paused it again. I'm talking a lot in this first episode. The role that money plays in politics is completely fucked. The role corporations play in politics, that should not be a thing. We see it here with Littlefinger, the anecdote that he just told about Dominic and Carter, and then how he wants to make things better, but not for the people. The taxpayers are, they're like, you're herding cattle. There's good and bad, This show's really good at showing the bad. It's tough. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm just talking.
A good soldier ain't gonna lack for work.
He's trying to build up his army so that when he gets out, he's strong. He knows that he has to contend with String and Prop Joe when he gets out. He knows this.
Joint might have broke him.
Boss, you talking about homie walked up and shot Elijah Davis. Then picked up the phone, dial 911. Told the police I just shot a nigga, come get him. The dude ain't breaking.
It was a fun little way to give us the dude's backstory. A little forced, but I like the exposition. So they got pants.
The hope is that they promote this mid-level dealer who's a fool to replace him, named Drac.
What makes you think they'll promote the wrong man?
Happens all the time.
We do it all the time.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. I get that he's talking about Burrell, and that's funny, yeah. It's a nice little shade to throw his way.
He wants to know what your wife is doing.
Oh, so do I.
There's a rumor that she's going to take a run at the council seat. Maybe try to knock off Yanetta Perkins.
Oh, wow. He wouldn't play the game that she wanted, so she's playing it herself.
You got your unit, and I sent your name over to the hall. I kept my word.
It seems like Burrell does have a code. I like that.
He may want to know who his friends are before he makes a new commander.
Where'd she say she was going to be at?
Oh, Bunk.
Dad, can I have a hot dog?
Yeah, as soon as the guy comes around.
Oh, this is the first time we're seeing Bunk's son. I thought that was just his friend. It was a joke because he's immature sometimes. It wasn't funny. Oh. Oh my god, she's got a new dude, and that is exactly who she'd be dating. The complete opposite of him. The suit.
Comes to an Orioles game in a suit, spends half the time on a cell phone.
Downtown lawyer.
Yeah. He looks boring.
Hunted down all that metal, lugged it around like a dog, and nearly get killed over a scratch of metal, so that I gotta beg for my life. And then I'm begging again for half a shot. I swear to God, man, I'm not even high.
It's like if you're not chasing the high, you're chasing everything else. Survival. It's all about survival when you get in that situation. It's like, yeah, I know I fucked up and put myself in this situation. I'm talking about from Bub's perspective. But now I'm in this situation. What the fuck do you want me to do to get out of it?
Great kids.
I can't go back.
Anyway, nice meeting you.
Great kids. Jesus.
Anything from the stand?
Fight him! Wow, look at it. This moment of realization for him. It's like who he could have been, maybe. I don't know. He could have been thinking a lot in that moment. We go from a scene of Bubs and Johnny, people who have made all the wrong decisions, to a guy who theoretically, presumably, made all the right decisions. Elena's new boo.
I was just pretty quick to yank a picture, ain't it? I'm thinking of becoming a woman.
Hey, he ain't listening.
I'm at the ball game. Can you believe this? They caught 5 tonight. They're telling me I got to come in on my day off. Fine, bro.
That's what he hears. He's only interested in 2 things. He's got 2-track mind, that McNulty.
I got to go to work, all right? Mr. Jimmy's gonna...
Mr. Jimmy.
He's gonna take me home.
He's gonna fuck this up. I'm surprised Bunk would even trust him. Well, whatever. I don't know how much you guys have seen me say already in this episode, but I have to cut so much out, or I'm gonna get just chewed out in the comments for saying wild shit. Maybe I should get a Patreon someday so that people can... I don't like the idea of a Patreon. Making people pay for garbage. He's home. Oh, R.I.P. the guy he killed, I think. I think that was his last name, Irwin? I can't really read that right now. Goes back to his mom's house because he was living... Oh, man. Can you imagine that? Jeez.
God damn it, Marvin. Did you just invoke the word responsibility to explain why you didn't get on top of this shit? It's policing like that that makes it possible for us to get hit with 5 fucking homicides in a single fucking night.
It's pretty crazy.
Because we don't want to be forcing this.
I've been stroking this guy for 2 months.
Oh, we're already the next day.
You living out of the office, Cedric?
That would make sense. His wife's got the house. They're done.
Mount up.
Mount up.
Find your way home.
Wow. It's interesting also that he said home, because that's his home now. That's everything to him, the detail in that office.
You good then?
Good. That's it.
Take him down.
Good acting.
Somebody snitching. Shut the fuck up.
Oh no, we're rooting for this guy. We're gonna root for this guy all day long. I can tell already. Cuddy.
The Oxbow on Lawrence at Fulton.
We're totally gonna root for this guy.
They might just take his federal run wild on their ass. And you know, Joe, he gotta give the Bell's corner to someone, right? My turn.
Oh, I gotcha. They took out the guy that they want him to replace. My bad. Yeah, they were talking about that. They arrested the guy who they want the big mouth to replace.
You got something for me? See where Shorty's sitting at right there? You'll find a little help. But when you're ready, got some real work for you, all right?
God, it's not inconspicuous at all, really.
How you doing?
Okay.
Huh? What's going on? I didn't think they'd be...
We were just talking about you.
Really?
You know Denise from the sorority?
Oh, maybe it's an act.
We were saying you fill out a lieutenant's uniform nicely. Marla's a new face, taking on a long-time incumbent. Everything matters, I'm afraid.
Well, anything I can do to help.
He's gonna have to play the husband role in order to help her. Right. Right. Everyone likes a happy home when they're voting for people. Candidates have to be perfect. Sleeping in the guest room.
Jesus. Who called the media?
It was McNulty. He did.
That idiot works for us. He'd be a deputy commissioner by now.
They're giving it to Cheese. That makes sense. Joe ain't stupid. That's the thing. He's up in his castle just being a mastermind.
2 colonels and 3 majors can attend a community policing seminar in Miami, Florida.
Mr. Chairman.
What does South Beach have to teach this department about making Baltimore a safer place, Commissioner? I have no idea, and you have no idea, and it is an embarrassment.
True. South Beach. I don't know. Florida's crazy.
It's not easy, I know, but they seem to think it matters that I present myself as
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I got it.
Well, it's the least I can do, right?
The smallest couch, too, he was laying on. It wasn't even a couch. That was symbolic. How uncomfortable he is. But he's making it work.
Get the murders down to under 250 for the year.
All due respect, Mr. Mayor, we're at 232 now.
I'm going to call us and say they're just going to let a lot of things go in order to bring the numbers down.
275, maybe.
Yeah, they're totally going to do that, huh? A lot of that happens in high crime areas. They'll let a lot of stuff go because they don't want it to be reported, or for whatever the agenda is, they just let things go.
District will decline by 5% before the end of the year.
It's crazy to make this a numbers game. This is why money shouldn't be a thing in politics or policing. Government and money are such a crazy combination, but you can't give them the kind of authority that would mean that money doesn't play a role. So I don't know. I don't have any answers. I'm not saying that.
As familiar as we all are with the urban crime environment, processes by which you can reduce the number of overall felonies. You can reclassify an ag assault, or you can unfound a robbery. But how do you make a body disappear?
Don't find it, or don't look at it.
You will shut up and step up. Any of you who can't bring in the numbers we need will be replaced by someone who can.
All right. Fucking, I thought I liked Burrell. I don't again.
Jesus, Bunny. What got into you?
I like Bunny a lot, right? Am I supposed to? Who cares what I'm supposed to? Who cares who I'm supposed to like and who I'm not? I don't. I like Cuddy, though. But I also like this actor. Again, I forget his name, but he's amazing and overlooked. I also like the guy who plays Bunny Colvin. All these guys should have gone on to do great things. And they did. I mean, the things they've done since are cool. Like, you notice them and you're like, that's cool. He did a good job. They're not huge, though, because it's impossible to be huge. The American dream's impossible. I'm just kidding.
I say we come down off the wire, charge what we can, and move on.
Come down early. 2 years ago, we left a real bastard on the street. You're telling me we're gonna let that same son of a bitch beat me again?
Beat me again.
Sucker like Stringer Bell go around the board. Collect another fucking 200 million.
Yeah. I like that analogy. Monopoly.
It's you against the world, is it?
Yeah, he made that about himself, and it's very transparent.
What the fuck did I do?
What the fuck did I do? The catchphrase. You know, it took me a minute, but I didn't recognize the catchphrases in this. Now I do.
I just finished a 14-year bit in Jessup. Got a package.
14 years.
That's a coming home present. G-Pack.
But why not sell that shit your own self?
And I just came home. I'm trying to get my ass.
That's what he gets as a G-Pack.
60-40.
Fair.
Give your shit to my boy. He good with it. Then come past tonight.
All right.
Then come past the night, so they're gonna pay him later.
Distribution?
Possession. And some loitering.
Loitering?
And behaving like assholes in the presence of sworn officers.
Oh my god, they just power trip so quickly. Just kids all the time, too. Really, a sort of pick on someone in your own size situation. Those two. Here it is. Here's gonna be the break in the case. Somehow, he's gonna punch a hole through the wall. I mean, that's how the episode ends, right? That's how you structure this. I totally forgot what the epigraph was, by the way. I know Bodhi said it. He's really just observing everyone's reaction to him as a way of assessing what's going on. I really liked that, the way they shot that. Him observing, taking it all in. I don't even know this character's
The
name.
hell is all this?
The new data entry.
You don't look at what you did before, you do the same shit all over.
I'm out of here.
I thought that was the epigraph. Something like that. The Einstein illusion. An insanity. Angelo. Shout out D. Legend. He was only 23? Fuck me. I think I probably realized that. Wait a second. Is this like a mission statement for the show? If you don't recognize what you did before, you do the same shit all over again? Maybe they're not. Maybe this negates everything I was saying at the beginning of this reaction. Or is a response to. Like a meta thing. Oh, he's getting a blowjob.
Looking at. What, you want to go?
This my split.
Some bad luck there. Yeah, police came through, snatched up a brown stash or two. Shit happened to be yours. Fuck, right?
I figured something like this would happen.
Back in the day when a player tried to say he lost a package to the police, he had to give up a number for the report.
I mean, I know he's lying. I figured they wouldn't pay him.
Fucking tired of your ass.
Now we're gonna get to see what's inside this guy, that fire inside him. The voice in his head that he's not listening to.
Here, walk it off, motherfucker.
What is gonna happen?
Got your spider bags. 2 get you 3.
What?
You up? Spider bag.
Trying to sell to the cop?
You up or you not?
Are you stupid, kid? I mean, I thought he could tell by the shirt. Jesus. Bodie's quote did mirror McNulty's. Also, I looked up the book that Shamrock, is that his name, was reading in Stringer's meeting, Robert's Rules of Order. RobertsRules.com, newly revised, is the book on parliamentary procedure. Short, concise, and user-friendly guide to the essential procedures of conducting a meeting by U.S. Army officer Henry Martin Robert. So Carcetti is running on a platform of crime's too high, and his opponents are like, well, let's lower the crime rate. It's all politics. Episode 2!
So the old man, he's like...
You know when you flash a gun in the States, it doesn't really... I mean, it means something, but it's not the same as like if you flash a gun in the UK where guns aren't readily available. It's like a whole nother status thing. A reflection of
This
status.
is our brother Earl from the VA hospital. He's supposed to stay with him.
That's Omar. He's getting real creative, huh? That's awesome. I don't know if I'd fall for that. You don't look old.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Nah. Yo, all due respect, but this right here is a Barksdale joint, man.
He knows.
Do tell.
We still gotta look at this shot of Stringer unzipping what's-her-face's tracksuit. There's never been a paper bag. Huh.
You think this boy woke up yesterday morning, sat on the edge of his bed, and said, today's my day to die?
No, nobody says that.
You don't think this can happen to you?
Jesus Christ with the kids. Jesus Christ, with the kids here?
Look at what that bullet did to his heart.
That's rough.
That's his heart.
What the fuck? Who signed this permission slip?
I'm like bored stiff.
Bored stiff.
What's the deal with this?
Turns out Barksdale D'Angelo got himself rung up as a suicide.
Oh, you're just finding out about this now? I didn't even think about that when he was looking up D'Angelo. That
suicide to him.
Yeah, he's looking into this.
You know what I mean? But we bring something to the table. Lay it out like it's their lucky day. No flexing, no threats. Just be like, this is a good thing.
Yeah, well, you know, we're gonna need good corners. That's what we're gonna need, close to downtown. Get the workaday trade.
Avon's thinking territory clashes with String's philosophy.
I wanna see if we're gonna be weak or real. For full step to us, man, we're gonna do what we gotta do. But it's them bodies that got you in here.
You know, it's also funny that String's trying to avoid bodies, which would work in the favor of Burrell and, you know, the mayor and their numbers.
I'll be home before it get cold.
String doesn't like that.
Yo, y'all seen Marlo?
Bodie really makes fashion statements with his do-rag. Look at this.
Y'all ain't seen him? Yeah, he was here. No, he ain't.
Saw you on the news giving it to her.
Belichick loves these guys fucking with the guys he doesn't like.
Press loves it and you score. Flip side is that if he caves, you get yourself a snitch in the mayor's inner circle.
Right.
And I should tell him what? Make nice or invest heavily in petroleum jelly?
Hey, his ass. His choice.
Wow. Yeah.
I couldn't find the motherfucker.
Marlowe, though. I've heard that name. What are you guys doing? Fantasy football draft?
Hey, yo, where that whistle at?
Oh, hold on. Wait for Marlon.
It's cheese.
Yo, Chief!
Oh, they're dog fighting. Obviously.
25 large on dog.
Oh. Yeah, he don't like this. Pitbulls are amazing too. This is why they have a bad rep.
Anybody I want? I want more than one. I want the Olsen twins.
Oh, jeez.
But so now who are you gonna do for him? One guy, one act, one time.
Right, and the minute I name a guy, you're gonna be like, you fucking closet case motherfucker.
Or you gotta suck them off.
I'm not catching, I'm pitching.
Oh, you gotta do it, guy.
Ornament out of the pit, release your dogs.
Oh, we're just not gonna show it, obviously. Oh, we are kinda. The blood on the ground. Fuck me. He's gonna hand it to the dude that loves the dog. Or they're gonna kill the dog.
Can it just be like unbearable looking woman? You know, like that old tune from the Golden Girls?
Now we're back to this conversation.
Where do you guys get those hats with the bills over the ears like that? The only ones I could find are the ones with the bills in the front.
Nah, it's the same. Just turn it sideways on your head.
Oh, it's the new kid who tried to sell to Money. He's a sweet kid, you can tell. Naive, but...
I think you got played.
And being all cute about the property line. I just wanted to wait and see what you wanted us to do about it.
Marlowe's got a scar on his face. He's gonna handle it? Say something menacing? You're never gonna see him sweat.
You can't have him pounding on you, Irv.
He win? Who? Your kid, his team.
Oh, shit, who keeps score?
Marlo? I can't find him. And you told us not to start nothing, so I set up in the middle of the block. Even that got hard stairs.
Yeah, I don't know if this is a thing, and I haven't been noticing, but whenever Bodie's out and about, his do-rag's like undone, and whenever he's in here with string and stuff, he means business, it's tied up.
Like, why aren't you out there looking for this motherfucker right now?
Because you called this meeting here.
Yeah, what the fuck? Was he supposed to not show up or just tell him, hey, I'm still working? Yes.
Second stash this month, they didn't got two.
He called you by name, String. I mean, all due respect.
All due respect.
Like, unless you step to him, it's gonna be like this.
Title of the episode.
All right, man, double the muscle on every stash we got. And if the man coming...
Omar E. coming.
I swear to God, it is never personal with me.
I believe that. He don't do personal. He don't even care if his kids win in the game. Only if he is.
You're fucking with me because what? You're bored?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And if I don't play ball, I can't get my marked units back from Dickman Street to save my life. Cars at a shop for service don't come back for weeks. Not that you heard it from me.
Huh. I didn't think he'd flip on him that quick, Burrell, the mayor.
So how you gonna play it?
Really don't have a read on this Marlowe kid yet.
Avon can seriously handle up.
I know.
So if you want to hold on to what's yours, you best be ready.
So Marlowe's got turf, Prop's got turf, String's got turf.
Doorknob in the prison library sat his ass down.
Yep. Yep.
Go with number
3.
Number 3.
Gonna play my song, darling?
Well, he's gonna set him up. You know, he's gonna wingman him.
Play the right song. Hey, bump. Can make you hit the high note.
Number 3 is the move, or the routine that they've established.
It's all pink, baby.
Really sorry, he's had too much to drink, you know.
It's okay. Thank you.
Knock it out.
Knock it out of the park. Set him up.
Bumpy. Yo, he do shit like run up to a police station by himself. Nah. Sorry, please go away. Please, please.
Did I miss something?
Wolf. Wolf, like a dog. It was Cheese's boy, Tree.
Oh, for the dog. Okay. Yeah, for the dog. Yeah, he rigged the dog fight.
What'd he do? Hang himself twice?
Well, he could have been leaning straight forward till he blacked out, then slid down.
No, dude, he got choked first.
At him from behind and...
Yeah, how come this wasn't properly invested? Whatever. Of course, McNulty takes one look and he figures out what happened.
Half-ass report. Reads like the investigator went off his riddle.
Yeah.
What, mid-back as in...
Or he banged himself a few days early in the shower, but yeah, maybe.
Nothing like a definite maybe.
Yeah, well, these convoluted explanations as opposed to what seems obvious. That's why I said woof. Sorry, guys. I don't know why I was slow on that.
Still walking around with it. Yo, Tree, stash that shit up.
This woman is from the streets.
Do what again? Do that thing with your hand. Do it in my face. Fuck you talking about.
Bunny's gonna shut this down at some point because Herc and Carve just keep bringing in people for loitering or kids in for loitering and you know.
Just slinging.
Oh well, they're not bringing them in.
Get the fuck out of here.
How about a hand job?
We're back to this conversation, and he's like, "What are you talking about? Just acting tough to a kid just isn't tough."
Well, there's 2 we heard about.
What the hell's going on?
Drug war, maybe?
No.
Nothing good, man.
Well, cheese is on the wire.
Close my eyes. See him laying there all bloody and shit. I ain't never gonna find another dog like that. Well, they paying for it now.
For months, these assholes show perfect phone
And
discipline.
it's the dog fighting. Yeah, wow. Just because of that. That sort of came out of nowhere. No, maybe not.
Ed, this is Lester.
I hear you catch bodies on these side.
You hear it? Like what? Probable cause hear it?
How many bodies you got, Eddie?
How many you got, Eddie? Asshole.
I got a dear early man on tomorrow, so go home. See you, kid.
Oh yeah, she's got the kid now.
What a beautiful film.
Couldn't understand a word.
Oh, honey, you gotta read the subtitles.
Oh, shit. Y'all go to the movies? And you must be the lovely Mrs. Hurt. How'd you like your movie?
Okay.
Herc and Carver here, they try to snatch us up every day. Like, where the shit? Who got the shit? But they never get nothing. All right, then. See you tomorrow.
It's like they work together. I love that. And I feel like I have so much to say about it, but I don't even know how to articulate all that right now. We're moving on to the next scene. Oh. Domestic bliss. She doesn't want it or like it. How many diapers have you changed, Kima? Look, I'm gonna say this right now. I don't want to change any diapers. I don't think I want kids. Fuck it.
Everything good?
Fontanelle.
Is he closing up?
It won't close for a while.
Good.
Oh, this is painful.
Good.
That's not good, yeah. I don't understand what that shooting on the wire was, though. Cuddy's really trying. That's what we're gonna see this season. Is Cuddy really trying to avoid getting back into life? It's gonna prove impossible for him. Cuddy's he's gonna die. Cuddy's done. He's basically the Frank of this season. Wallace of season 1. That's Cuddy. He's the tragic character of this season.
Now you coming around. Been more than a damn year.
I thought it was gonna be String. I don't know why, but yeah, he's investigated. It's been a year. Wow. I knew it'd been some time.
Let me ask you.
This is strange. This is weird.
Here's the thing. We got a tip. The autopsy reported backed us up.
Can you put him down, please?
Yeah, just put him down, bro.
Sure.
This would be so confusing for the kid.
You know, I'm sorry about your loss. You seem like a pretty decent guy, all things considered.
He was. That's how I would describe D'Angelo, a pretty decent guy, all things considered. Yeah.
If there's anything I can help with, or any questions you need answered, whatever.
This is probably a very pivotal moment, because she is going to call him at some point, obviously. Maybe she suspects String. I don't know.
And how many felony arrests they make last month? Don't bother. He made 16.
Of course he knows. Rawls loves knowing the numbers.
Once again, don't bother. The answer is none. None.
This guy keeps getting picked on.
4 bodies last night. In how many hours? Shut the fucking book. How many hours?
7.
Try 5. Tell me about this kid.
Now we get to find out.
I believe his name's James.
James Tony. How about this guy? Or him? Or him? You know what? You got 4 bodies, all within 2 blocks of each other, and you can't even start to connect the fucking dots. You got 8 hours to get a grip on this mess, or you're done. You hear me? Done.
You know what? Rawls is really good at this. Marlowe gives off the vibe that he's a sociopath, though, for sure. The actor's doing a really good job. Maybe I said he was high when I met him. He's just indifferent, numb to it all.
You know I'm with Avon, right?
Yeah, you don't care.
String a bell? Can we talk?
Walk back up there and pack up your people.
And he's wearing a headband to try and be on Marlowe's level.
For the moment.
Being a gentleman about it. Dude, look at them all stand there. It's just kids trying to be intimidating.
I watched Marvin Taylor from the Eastern get his asshole ripped today because he has no fucking clue.
Yeah.
No, if we're a cheese, then we're close to Prop Joe. And if we're close to Joe, then we're close to Stringer. That has to matter.
I was right there with you when we left Stringer on the street, and it grinds me too. But the fact is, we didn't create this unit just to lock up dope dealers. There's a narcotics unit downtown for that.
Yeah, you've major crimes.
Boxdale was violent, but right now, Stringer's quiet.
Wow, yeah. He really wants String, but it's about Prop Joe now. And Marlowe, probably. String's gonna make it to the final season, probably. We haven't even seen Prop Joe this season. He's doing landscaping.
Mucho menos pastillas de sequoia en eso y muy masaco un poco.
Something about chicken. They're like, what?
Caroline, call QRT with that 20 and stay on the wire.
Caroline. McNulty begrudgingly goes into battle.
Yo, Tree, what size fries you want? What? Go! Please, take one!
Oh, this is where Omar was before. Run, cheese, run!
Put your hands up! Hands on your head!
Okay, Mary Tyler Moore, butt naked.
This conversation is framing the entire episode.
Who's Rob? From the show. Done.
Yeah, I didn't watch the Mary Tyler Moore show.
So, done. Not a guy.
He had to explain all the things he wanted to do in order to hype himself up for this.
Gus Triendos was a catcher with the Orioles back in the day. I mean, my brother had his card.
I mean, he looked like this little kid who got left at a bus station by his parents. You know why? Because he had to catch Hoyt Wilhelm's knuckleball. The worst gig in baseball. It was like trying to catch a greased pig with wings. I mean, he even told a reporter once, Wilhelm nearly ruined me. Gus Triandos. Big, slow guy. Nothing?
You put a lot of thought into it.
Yeah, a lot of thought.
Tonight, 3 things. Number 1. Okay, mount up.
Mount up. Nearest Daniels is mount up. I guess that's really thoughtful. That's in an unexpected way to go about playing that game. I also, since it's paused, I had to go to the bathroom. It's really interesting seeing Burke and Carve run into Bodie and Poot at the movies where they're like, they can't be the assholes they are to them when they're patrolling. They're always threatening them. They're like not even their real selves when they're in public with their girlfriends. Where Bodie and Poot are their real selves. You know what I mean? Always. Burke and Carve use their job as a form of catharsis to be who they really are. It's kind of like in Westworld, where the rich elites would go to Westworld and spend all this money to kill all the robots without any consequences, you know, indulge their baser instincts and all that shit. Burke and Carve really just are the worst kind of cops, really, at the end of the day. Sort of. Not the worst kind, but they really do indulge themselves.
I ain't never gonna find another.
But you also just realize that Bunk and McNulty probably don't realize they're actually talking about literally dogs.
Got you on tape.
Yeah, that's why he's saying you guys are cold. Yeah, they have no idea.
Well, he's talking anyway.
That's not what they're expecting.
Help us help you.
What? Maybe we can trade up.
He has no idea.
The fuck? Proposition, Joe.
For his dog?
Dog. Where's that body?
Warehouse on the east side.
And he's still there?
Unless the SPCA come around.
They're like, what?
Looks like they broke him.
Oh my god.
What can I possibly add to that?
Oh my god.
I owe you one, Cedric.
Oh wow.
You ever have one of those heavy cake and eat it 2 days?
No.
We're charging him.
Improper disposal of an animal.
Yeah.
Discharging a firearm in city limits.
Animal cruelty, you want to run wild with it.
I mean, it ruined Mike Vick's career, so it's no laughing matter. It's no laughing matter in general. That shit's fucked up.
I actually looked up the stats on Gus Triandos. Power hitter, right?
Fuck the both of you.
It's funny how they did that. It took forever to get him to say a dude's name, and then when he does, they finally get to make fun of him. Carve had to play the long game with that one.
Funny day. But I blew my wire for a dead terrier.
You remember how you said
Why do I sense or feel sexual chemistry between these two?
your cake and eat it today?
What about it?
He's jacked, by the way. I'm gonna help Daniels here. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. But Rhonda gets around. It's like the Bodie and Poot's conversation at the beginning of the last episode, was a didactic tale about Poot losing his virginity. Wrap it, Daniels. Wrap it. McNulty don't give a fuck. He's just out there slinging dick. But you, I expect more of you.
Buddy and my old man go way back. Made their first communion together at St. Leo's.
Wow.
I got 70 cops retiring at the end of the year that I know of, and no money for academy class.
Well, the mayor fucked you, because I know that money was in the budget. Well, let me talk to some people.
This councilman is totally gonna leapfrog the mayor, isn't he? He's playing the game right. Well. He was like an absent father. Kid wants to breastfeed, I feel like, and Kime ain't doing that. She can't, actually. She would have had to have been pregnant at some point. Going back out. Wants nothing to do with that. Dude, the bodies are dropping.
I just got the lease, so.
Fuck it, she don't care. Oh, it was that dude.
He'll live.
I mean, I can't believe this shit.
He takes out his own trash, recycles his own cans. Or he throws it over there. She's definitely gonna cheat. I think I've definitely drawn parallels between her and McNulty in the past. She is very much like McNulty. Because this was probably exactly what happened to McNulty when Elena had kids, and yeah.
It'll be nicer when I fix the place up.
I don't care.
Yeah, she doesn't have standards, really. Are they gonna actually be a thing? Maybe that'd be nice.
Bunny, you look hellacious.
Thanks. The word of the day.
Well, tonight's a good night, because my shot cop didn't die. This is what makes a good night on my watch. Absence of a negative. 6 months from now, I'm gone. There's shit out there. The city is worse than when I first came on. What does that say about me?
You're just one guy.
Oh, come on, man. You're talking about drugs. That's a force of nature.
Yeah. It's almost narcissistic to think that you could do anything.
You fought the good fight.
Trying is all that really matters. It's not even really about the outcome.
Somewheres back in the dawn of time,
There's a paper bag.
this district had itself a civic dilemma. The city council had just passed a law that forbid alcoholic consumption in public places. But the corner is, and it was, and it always will be, the poor man's lounge. They arrested every dude out there for tipping back a high life. There'd be no other time for any other kind of police work. There was a small moment of goddamn genius by some nameless smokehound who comes out to cut rate one day, and on his way to the corner, he slips that just-bought pint of elderberry into a paper bag. A great moment of civic compromise.
Compromise! That's what we need in society!
And it gave us permission to go and do police work. The kind of police work that's actually worth the effort.
Woo!
That's worth actually taking a bullet for.
Society and compromise. I love this monologue.
There's never been a paper bag for drugs.
Wow. Yeah.
Until now.
Ignore the hand-to-hands. It is true. It is true. I mean, fuck, how many people... This is completely different, but how many people we locked up for fucking marijuana charges? Come on. Ridiculous. Get the real violent... Get the murderers and people off the streets. Fill the prisons with people stealing weed. Come on. Wait, I want to go back. Did Bodhi just say hi to them? It's a constant in this show, you know, Bodhi and Bodhi's relationship with Herc and Carve. I enjoy the fuck out of them. I love it as like this constant. They do kind of work together, don't they? Your work self isn't necessarily your home self, which is the case for Herc and Carve, not Bodhi. He's always at work. Life. Love that paper bag monologue. Absolutely loved it. It was much more complex. Obviously, it drew these parallels, the connections between. I mean, how often do people talk about alcohol and how alcohol went through prohibition and became legal again, and weed's sort of going through the same thing right now. People often make the argument maybe we should legalize everything, all drugs, and it becomes another industry, which would come with a whole onslaught of issues, but at least it would be safer. Maybe not safer, but you could regulate it a lot more. It would eliminate a lot of murders and stuff that's associated with the drug trade. But there'd be a lot of deaths from people just overdoing it. There's certain things you can't legalize because how lethal they ultimately are. I don't know. That's not. I don't even have an opinion on any of that, really. It's interesting. It's all very, for lack of a better term, I suppose, ironic to say this, but sobering to think about. So I'm going to do an outro right now for whatever reason, because maybe this video is over. In that case, big love to everyone who's bored enough to join me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Drive me off this platform if you must. Otherwise, like, subscribe. Dislike for cathartic reasons. Drink water. Stay young. And remember, don't be an idiot. Be a buffoon. Peace.